out here, and we got some weather on the way today. We're going to break down camp and try to get ahead of the 2 or 3 bad areas where the drifts are, so we don't get stuck again like we did last year. But it's first thing in the morning. We're going to break down camp and try to get ahead of the storm. Well, the weather sure has been nice, but I haven't been seeing many deer, and that's okay. We're having a good time. At least we're not freezing to death this time. Just been kind of looking around. Look at that view, guys. I guess it's not too bad when you're looking at stuff like that. Can't complain. My goodness, that's a pretty good view.
Are you on the phone? Oh, you were talking to you.
Well, I was talking to you that time, but it is quite the view, though, isn't it?
It is.
I tell you what. Well, guys, you can see behind us we got some dark clouds moving in, calling for rain and possibly turning to snow later. We have not found our next campsite yet, but we're just trying to get far enough out that we don't have to deal with any potential drifts like we did last year, but it's closing in on us. We might get wet. All right, guys, we got to our new location, got everything set up. We've never camped here before, but we got here and got busy and built ourselves a lean-to. Kind of give you a peek around what we did. It's pretty basic. Took us about, what, a half hour, Austin said, I think. Anyways, a couple trusses, some support in the middle up here, and it's gonna be fine. It's supposed to rain, possibly snow here in a little while. That's why we did that. Got a tent back there. We got our slope down here for a little bit of rain. I don't know what you call it, drainage. And then we did the same thing on the other side, so it's not a bad little camp. The good news is we got so much room under there. If it does get really rainy, we can tuck a couple tents in there, no problem. But we're gonna get busy, get some firewood, get some supper, and then get the rest of the camp set up, and then maybe go look for a deer. But not a bad little spot. Well guys, we got some firewood cut up. Got a before rain pile, after rain pile, and we got some backups over there we gotta split up. Austin found a piece of really good pitchwood at our last campsite, and take a look at that stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and he's just cutting some little strips off of there for fire starter. We're gonna get some fine stuff, and we are gonna try to strike one off on this deal, but we're thinking this stuff is really gonna help. So I kind of advise everybody to, if you ever run into some good old fat wood like that, throw some in your pack or in a Ziploc bag or something, and it is really handy out here in the wilderness. There it is. All right guys, well we got the fire going, and this wood is burning much better than the wood in that back camp we had. That other stuff's been down for years. It was fine, but this stuff is really going good. We're gonna have a nice fire tonight if it rains or snows. And we're getting ready to cook some supper. Day's coming close to an end. It's not raining yet, and if it does, we'll climb under the shelter. If not, we'll sit out here by the fire and maybe glass that mountainside over there. So get some supper going and have a good time. Well, let me give you a little tour here of our little awning lean-to building. You know what's kind of neat is we decided as we're looking at this thing, this would be perfect if you're out camping, hunting. Build something like this, and you could pull your four-wheelers in here very easily, right in here. Keep them out of the rain and the snow. There's nothing worse when you're out in the cold weather with a chance of snow. You go to bed and you wake up and your machine is covered in snow. Everything's in snow. But this little building here, it's almost like a little garage. You could pull your four-wheelers right in there with a slight height adjustment up top. You could pull your side-by-side 5 inches taller. Could be easily done. And but that would be nice, especially with them four-wheelers. You know, I used to hunt on four-wheelers, and we go camping on them all the time, and you'd wake up in the morning, there'd be 6 inches of snow on your quad. Oh, I forgot to put the tarp on, or tarp didn't stay on because of the wind, or it's always something, and then you're freezing. But this would be the ticket, guys. Build a little building like that, and you're on your way. Got your firewood dry. Got our trash under here. Got all of our items under here that we don't want getting wet. Boots, our bags, you know, some of our cooking gear, paper towels and things. And it's going to keep dry tonight if it rains or snows. And of course, if it did happen, we might have to bring the little fireplace a little closer, but as of right now, it's doing pretty good. The day is getting short, and the sunset, it's going to be getting dark pretty soon. Almost time to fire up the lantern and sit around and enjoy, hopefully, another peaceful night on our last night here in the wilderness.